Good evening, and welcome to Future News. I'm Brian Presley. Tonight we take a look at what happened to the class of 2013, that is, the graduating class of Kent State, and what has happened to them since they graduated. We start our story with two people who are near and dear to my heart, Justin the Cock Rockhold and Gabriel Where's the Meat Kramer. We start our story with Justin, who did everything he ever wanted to do in life. He had all the jobs he ever wanted. He had all the money he ever wanted, and with those two things, he had all the women he ever wanted. He contracted every venereal disease known to man, including 3 that nobody knew about. But this isn't what killed him. He died after a 69 way because he ran out of, well, let's just call it fluids. And Gabriel Kramer, this host's roommate and lover to all, actually works in Cleveland now. He actually got a gastric bypass surgery, so he only weighs 75 pounds now, and they call him the Tiki Torch there, but he has a job where he works as a, how would you call it, a dog aficionado, I guess. He's an announcer for a dog show in Cleveland, so he made it to the sports side, so good for you, Gabe. Keep working harder. Now let's move on to Carter Stanislaw and Dylan Lusk. Carter lived to the ripe old age of 23 years old when he died from smoke inhalation. Now mind you, it's not just smoke inhalation. He was inhaling a cigarette and it went into his windpipe and he died from choking on it. So I guess it was cigarette inhalation is what he died from at 23, so that's a little different. And Dylan actually still lives in Kent. He still works at Bottles, has a wildly popular YouTube channel, and just has sex with freshman girls every other day. Now to Casey Braun and Adam Brokaw. Casey is a house father, aka he stays at home and takes care of the kids. He has 9 children, 10 dogs, 3 cats, and a mouse. He has no wife, and no husband for that matter. Now Adam's a different story. He took over the job that Lorne Michaels had at NBC in charge of SNL, and he's made it the highest rated show on TV. So NBC decided to put him in charge of all the shows, and he's made an enormous amount of money. He's also now married to Ellen DeGeneres. Now moving on to Jess Schmidt and Mo Zappa. Jess had a great life. She was the #1 talk show in daytime, and she always had that talk show where she wanted to do a drama with a crime and just talk about that during the day, and it was the #1 show. She died at the age 43 after some rough ass play with a toy soldier. Now Mo is still alive and plucking away. She got a job at Cleveland producing the morning show that she used to be on live at Lakeside on Channel 3. The only problem now is they renamed the show and it's called, is this a infomercial? So I guess she's just producing that. Oh, this just in. Oceanic Flight 815 from Australia to California has gone down. These people were all missing. Sad, sad. Sad. Moving on, everyone that lived at the estate has a job except for John Jankowski and Anthony Ezzo. John now just gets recognized as Danny DeVito's younger brother, and Anthony Ezzo, here it is. He still works at Bob Evans. We have Molly Devaney and Megan Shaw. Molly anchored with me back in the day on those Fridays that were fun, but now her job is to be a siren at a middle school for children so that they're warned when a tornado is coming. And Megan is a specialist in social media down in North Carolina for a police station, but she thinks all the boys there are just My final piece of news comes from somebody that I care very much about. Miss Courtney Citro. This woman stayed with me through thick and thicker and made me who I am today. I am just as creative as I ever have been with her around in my life, and she's succeeded in more ways than I could ever think humanly possible. She's overcome so much, and she's become even more and more of the perfect woman that I could ever be with. I love her to death, and I hope that she knows that she is very special to me. To really cap this off, I just want to say, good night, all you beautiful people.